Hello everyone, welcome back to the Gundam closer view. The master grade that we are checking out today is the premium Bandai release, the Tallgeese Fluegel. This model is another instant buy for sure because of the angelic wing. Even though we have seen this wing backpack on the Wing Zero Custom EW, this Tallgeese Fluegel has a totally different vibe. Obviously, because of its muscular-like design, the suit is more like a Sparta. Surprisingly, this model actually appeared first before the Wing Zero Custom in the manga. Or should I say, the Tallgeese Fluegel is the missing link between the Proto Zero and the Wing Zero Custom. So what we are looking at here is a semi-painted snap build finished product without the box decal. I have always thought of doing a crossover paint job between some of my favorite franchise. So when I got this model kit, I definitely cannot let this opportunity slip through. The color theme is inspired from one of the Mega Man X series villain vibe. The master grade Tallgeese design plus color in general has a lot of potential for such custom paint. After studying on the armor part, this is the final product. So as always, on our left is the box art. Similar to other premium Bandai release, we have a full monotone color. Judging from the cloth surface in the background on this snapshot, the Tallgeese Fluegel is up in the outer space, holding its iconic Dober Gun and ready to shoot. On the other hand, we can see the heat lens. Since this snapshot includes a complete model kit, all the decal that we spotted here is coming with it. Of course, we cannot bypass the iconic wing with half of an eagle icon lying on each side of the front wing. In terms of feather, I definitely cannot ignore those flying around the model. Last, the new style mohawk on the head to mark differences from the other Tallgeese model, like a burning flame. Moving to the right, we have all the weapon and accessory coming with the model kit. First, we have the heat Halberd, then the heat lens, Dober Gun, shield and 2-beam Saber with its effect part, and a couple setup swappable finger. So question time, is this 2021 model still a good buy? If so, should you include in your collection? The answer is a big yes. If you are a Gundam wing fan, especially the Tallgeese fan, this model is like a must-have kit. The main body of the mobile suit is 95% unchanged from the master grade Tallgeese released in 2013. However, the new wing backpack plus the heat weapon are a nice addition from Bandai on this kit. The wing backpack is hard to resist to begin with, and Bandai customized a couple sections of it to fit it with the overall design of the Tallgeese. So alright, let's get into the details, shall we? So first, we have the first heat weapon from this version of the Tallgeese, the heat Halberd. This weapon is quite unique and elegant. The curved X blade is not too oversized, and the spike on the top fit in pretty well. The blade area comes as white, so I decided to put some metallic red on it. The two sides are separate pieces, so it's easy to cover. The spike part comes as one whole piece, but it is actually easy to run through with marker because it's on the edge. Also, we have some beautiful decal on the joint section as well. Here comes the first tip. This set of decal only comes as two, one for each side and no extra. If you pay attention, you can see that I messed up one side and have to cut out another extra pieces from the decal on the Dober Gun. Moving along, this part is also white, so I decided to paint and touch up some yellow along with the bottom end so that it will fit in with the heat lens. Definitely give credit to Bandai because there are multiple holes we can use to post in different positions, especially on the side. So second tip, in order to hold this weapon, make sure you use the setup of a hand that has a long and thinner connection peg. The other one is specific for the beam saber and the Dober Gun. The next weapon is the heat lens. For this, I did not do much beside the yellow touch-up on the bottom end. Painting this whole lens with metallic red to recreate the heat illusion would be overkill. One thing that needs to be pointed out here is the details are not identical from both sides. Most of the time, the longer section would be facing inward toward the torso. There are two ways to display this lens. First, we can just display this with the regular hand holding pose. According to the manual, this usually goes with the left hand, but the other hand holding it is just fine. It is really up to personal reference. Second, we can swing out the side handle and then have the end grabbed by the shoulder connection pieces. These connection pieces have to be blocked into the shoulder armor to secure it. To do that, we just kind of open up the side shoulder armor and it will reveal the connection hole. Here comes tip number 3. This grabbing gimmick is extremely weak and loose. It is good and bad at the same time. Good is we can move the hand within a small range and connection will pivot toward that rather than just disconnect. Bad is, if the range of movement is too big, this will fall down easily. Moving on, we have the one and only one long-range weapon of the Tallgeese. The Dober Gun is the iconic gun on all the Tallgeese variants. There's nothing changed on this weapon compared to the 2013 base model, on dark gray with one section of light gray and the scope section with dark blue. I've got to say the decal on the Dober Gun is very nice and easy to apply, even on the barrel. Just make sure you don't apply it too close to the end because there is a loading gimmick which can potentially damage the decal. Moreover, the scope comes as a clear part, so make sure you prepare some clear blue paint to recreate it. In terms of holding, there are two positions. First is the symbol shoulder hanging pose. We have to use the trigger finger hand blocking and attached to the knuckle. Even though the handle can be swung to the front, it's pretty much stuck after attaching with the hand. I'm not sure if this is a flawed design or not. Second, we can swing this side handle and use the swappable hand with the thick peg. Simply slide in and attach it. Along with this, we have the shoulder connection joint to support it. Similar to the connection piece from the heat lens, there's a small hole on the sides where we can just plug it in from the shoulder. Please note that this gimmick is only applicable to one side, so even if we have two double gun, we can't really make a dual gun pose. Next, we have the shield. This is the exact shield from the original Tallgeese. Simple design with a very routable color separation. Of course, beautiful decal on front. The only modification on this version is the ball joint connection on the shoulder. Rather than a direct connection like the origin, there is a middle part that has a ball joint and one side had a sliding gimmick into the shoulder connector. If we want to hold the shield, rather than unblock it from the ball joint, simply we just slide it out. For this pose, we gotta use the hand with a thick peg. Along with the shield, there are two square handle beam sabers stored within it. To hold this, we gotta use the hand with a thick peg as well. There are two additional round handle beam saber stored on the back of the wing. Moving with the wing backpack, I've gotta point out the metallic green was one of the best decisions I have ever made. It just fit in so well. Let's start with the back wing. I did some yellow highlight in this area and went around with the wing booster as well. Simple, but it matched up with the front wing. In terms of articulation, we can swing it up and down and then rotate and adjust the angle. Additional movement on the side as well. The wing booster can also be opened up. There is a sliding gimmick in between, but it is quite stiff, so handle it with care because we don't want to break it. Next is the front wing. Originally, there are only two yellow parts. However, there are quite some good spots for color detail, so I decided to add some yellow on the top section, the side of the wing, and a couple spots on the back. It really makes a breakthrough on the whole big wide area. Of course, we cannot bypass its beautiful eagle icon. The surface of the wing was designed to allow this to be popped, along with the top wing, which is also got redesigned to have a more bulky look. In terms of articulation, individual wing tips can move independently. The top section can be opened up, so more feather detail underneath. Thanks to all the joint, we can really pose this model perfectly. We can rotate it, swing it back and front. We also got another extension pieces with the ball joint at the end, so more movement for the wing. Here comes tip number 4. If we just simply swing the front wing up, it may get in the way and hit the head. Therefore, we can definitely turn the extension joint upside down. With that, you can see the gap is way bigger. Either posts are good and we just got more options for posting. Moving on to the model. This is 95% the original Tallgeese and that 5% differences is the Mohawk. Let's have a look at the lower body first, starting with the waist. If I recall correctly, this mobile suit design is the only one that has a sliding gimmick on the side skirt. The movement is quite smooth as well, and the gimmick is to prevent the oversized side skirt from getting in the way of the leg movement. Front skirt armor is tiny and it won't hinder much. Each side can move independently. Back skirt armor is stationary, but it can be opened up to reveal more thruster underneath. Deep dive into the leg. The oversized thigh is pretty odd and white, so definitely finish the panel line on this section. As mentioned earlier, this side skirt armor has a sliding gimmick and is connected to the thigh to achieve that synchronization. For articulation, moving the front skirt up, we can slightly pass the 90-degree kick. For side movement, it is a little bit limited, but it's still decent. Because of the stationary back skirt, we can only swing to the back just a little bit. Down to the knee, this is the most satisfying custom paint I did for the Tallgeese. All the parts are separate and it looks like a crown. We could not achieve a 180-degree bend, but this amount is way more than enough. The lower leg has a toned down slim design which we don't usually see much. One small complaint here is when we try to straighten out the leg, it does not fold back all the way until we force it through and there's a weird clicking sound. The ankle armor is also a separate piece, so easy to custom paint. The design is simple but look quite balanced. Last is the feet. We don't have much up front movement, even combined with the articulation on the toe. However, swinging back have no problem at all. Same case for the side to side movement. The feet has quite a good amount of decal as well. Alright, moving to the upper body. The ab armor is quite bulky. We can slightly turn to both sides and perform an ab crunch. Here comes tips number 5. Let me warn you on this, I broke the ball joint connecting the abs while filming. Now that I look back, this frame originally was not built to have the huge backpack. So the wing backpack may have put a lot of pressure on this small ball joint. Moving to the torso, the proportion is great. I really like the bar hanging section in the front. The collar surrounding the head is connected with the torso armor, so we gotta be patient while painting it. Beside that, we have some red stickers surrounding the torso, but the purple really toned it down. Next, we have the shoulder. The round cylinder shape is quite unique to the Tallgeese. The underlayered yellow part is very nice, especially looking at it from the top. Also, we can spot a very nice decal inside. The shoulder armor can move up and down slightly. Even with the shoulder extension, the armor still get in the way and limit the whole arm movement. Next, the arm. Bicep is one solid piece, so nothing to discuss here. And down to the elbow, we have a nice armor split on the elbow. We have to fold it all the way in to get the full split. Here's another flaw on this design. The connection is so shallow, so it will drop quite easily if we move around too much, especially in a pose with folding the arm. So be careful in posing this. Due to the design, we can't really strengthen the whole arm, which is another odd thing. Regarding to the forearm, the yellow ring on the wrist is a nice touch. The slim and toned down design really match with the leg. Last is the head. Similar to any Tallgeese, we have the Leo face underneath. These clear pieces along with the eye are transparent, so definitely get your clear blue paint ready. The yellow side vent is unique to this mobile suit. If we position the head straight, we can get a 360 spin on it. Moreover, the face mask has two different positions for display. We can choose to have it front facing a little bit or backward. Last, the mohawk. Every single Tallgeese has a different mohawk, and this one is a burning flame looking, which is the best. So in conclusion, even though this model was released in 2021, the base model kit was in 2013. So some of the joints are a little bit outdated. The hip joint, the elbow joint, the ab joint. I wish Bandai would make adjustment on those as well, seeing the wing backpack is quite a weight to put on. Regardless, that version of the Tallgeese really win it all in the appearance category compared to the rest of the Tallgeese model. The add-on heat weapon along with the customized wing backpack really add more value to the model. Unlike the Tallgeese 1, 2, and 3, at the moment, we cannot find the Tallgeese Fluegel anywhere else outside of the Master Grade line. If you are not really into the Wing Zero custom slim fit design, this Tallgeese Fluegel is the opposite of it. The muscular and the warrior look mixed up with the elegant feel quite oddly. Of course, you can also do a customized build combining the Tallgeese 1 and the new Wing Zero custom vert car if you have the skill for it. One thing for sure, I really wish Bandai include the display stand for the wing backpack. So with all that, thank you for watching and thank you for waiting. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, share, and hit that notification button. Bye bye, and I will see you next time.